Yeah,
Okay, brilliant. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, so I've got a few questions here. So I was just wondering, could you tell me a little bit about this great conjunction and what it means?
Well, basically, a conjunction is basically when two things align within the night sky. So the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, our two largest planets, will become really close together on the 21st of December. So basically, they're going to be the closest together they've been, well, observably seen since 1226. So you're going back a good enough 1,000 years. So there was a conjunction in 1623, I believe, but it wasn't observable because it was actually too close to the sun.
Yeah.
So nobody could see it. So it's sort of a once in a lifetime event.
Yeah. They happen every 20 years though, don't they?
They do actually after every 20 years, but not at this close approach to each other. So in astronomical terms, they'll be under 1 arc minute apart. So it's actually 0.06. So it is the closest it'll get. It'll be a fantastic view to a telescope.
Yeah.
So you get a small telescope out or a pair of binoculars, you'll be able to see Saturn and its rings, Jupiter, and at least 4 of its moons as well. So 4 Galilean moons.
Is the society getting together to view it, or is it?
We are planning a little trip out, social distance somewhere. Unfortunately, where the observatory is placed at the moment and where Jupiter and Saturn will be in the evening in the southwest, very low on the horizon, we can't get it from where we are because of the tree lines and rooftops. So yeah, we're planning a little trip out somewhere, maybe up to Rivington Pike or somewhere like that, which is quite close, dark skies and a good viewing area. Get up high with a good southwest horizon, basically.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of things going on over at the observatory at the moment. We've just linked up with NASA and things like that to start what's known as what they call a STEAM innovation lab. We call it a STEM innovation lab, but they include the arts. So basically, we're linking up with local schools, colleges, Pendleton Sixth Form College and their Centre for Excellence in STEM, local affiliates, Kids in Space, and we basically take small spaces and turn them into what's known as maker labs. So we fill them with tech, 3D printers, coding stations, programming, loads of Wi-Fi lighting that's interactive, augmented reality, VR, stuff like that. So
that's really cool.
It's really cool. So it's basically we set up small programs, bring kids in, people from the local community, schools, things like that, and just give them basic knowledge on small projects that gives them knowledge on coding and things like that. And then obviously it's all related to space science and astronomy along the way as well.
That's cool. So has that already started then?
New year that started. We've just been officially announced as one of the 14 outposts in the world for the NASA STEM Innovation Lab. So it's all kicking off at the moment.
One of the what, sorry?
It's this NASA's STEM Innovation Labs. So we're one of 14 outposts in the world.
Oh, wow.
We've linked up. So NASA basically have rolled this out to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratories. They've started a STEM education program or STEAM education program, and it's a full website. They rolled out this concept of the Maker Labs and taking these small spaces, and they visited Pendleton Sixth Form College, 2 associates from NASA, Troy Douglas Klein and Lou Mayo. Troy's the director for STEM for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratories, and Lou is head of ADNET Systems. He is head of astronomy as well, and he worked on the Voyager missions and things like that. So they came over and did a seminar here at Salford Keys last year. We met up there, did a bit of networking. I ended up going to Pendleton Sixth Form College, have a dinner with them all, and all this plan came together, basically.
With the people from NASA? So,
yeah.
That's so cool. Wow.
Yeah, it was quite good. Yeah, so these really nice guys, actually. We've got a lot going on with them now. As a message, a young lady called, I don't know, you might know her, Hannah Lee. I don't know.
Yeah, I
She's
think I
at
do.
Salford now as well.
Mhm.
She's just done an interview literally a couple of days ago with myself and our director Gareth.
On a
Well, that was
telescope.
all about that side of things and the telescope upgrade and things like that, because we just upgrading the telescope actually tracks as it is now, so it's sort of robotic. We can put it on a star and it will track that star across the night sky. It rotates, the telescope tracks with the rotation of the
Is that
Earth.
what you're going to be using on
So
Monday?
no, unfortunately not. We would like to, but it's under wraps at the moment because all the dome that is above it is all being renovated. And like I said earlier, we can't actually, where the observatory is in Salford and Buell Hill, we can't see, we won't be able to see the actual conjunction. So Saturn and Jupiter will be too low on the horizon, so it'll be below the tree line from the observatory. So I say we'll have to get out and about with our own telescopes, some portable kit, and see what we can do if the skies are clear. Weather report's not looking good at the moment. Always the way with these events, unfortunately.
Oh, that's going to be so annoying.
It will probably pour down with rain more than likely.
Have you got like good telescopes though?
It's under wraps at the moment because all the dome that is above it is all being renovated. And like I said earlier, we can't actually, where the observatory is in Salford and Buell Hill, we can't see, we won't be able to see the actual conjunction. So Saturn and Jupiter will be too low on the horizon, so it'll be below the tree line from the observatory. So I say we'll have to get out and about with our own telescopes, some portable kit, and see what we can do if the skies are clear. Weather report's not looking good at the moment. Always the way with these events, unfortunately.
Oh, that's going to be so annoying.
It will probably pour down with rain more than likely.
Have you got like good telescopes though that you can use?
Oh yeah, we've got quite a selection of telescopes at the observatory. Obviously, I've got quite a bit of kit. I won't tell you how much it's worth with my missus being in the background. But, yeah, quite a lot of stuff. We've got loads of different specialised astronomy cameras that attach to the telescopes as well for taking images. They're all cooled. The sensors are cooled inside them and things like that, so you get lower read noise on the chips and things. So get better data when you're imaging. Some of the telescopes we've got portable setups. We've got 3 Dobsonians, which are quite large. They're just basic point and go telescopes, called platform starter scopes. For anybody who's out there who wants to get into astronomy, a Dobsonian's a good place to start. They are just literally point and look, and you know what you to point at in the first place. Then we've got various other telescopes, a few refractors, a few Newtonians. Refractors work with lenses, Newtonian work with mirrors. That's the difference if you wanted to know that. And then we have other portable tracking mounts. So these mounts actually have encoders in them, so they know where they are in the night sky. What's known as a go-to telescope. So it has all the coordinates of the night sky built into a computer handset, and the mounts have motor drives in them, so they actually track in right ascension and declination. So as the night sky rotates, it follows it basically.
Oh wow! So you don't have to do it.
The program, once the star aligned and aligned with Polaris, they know where they are. You put the date and the time and your location in, and it will know where it is, and you just press a button and say, I want to look at that, and the telescope will move and point to that position and then stay on it and track it all night long.
Wow. So you haven't been able to go and look at the 2 planets yet?
I've been out over the past few nights when it's been clear. Yeah, you can observe it now at the moment. They are getting closer and closer. Saturn is slightly above Jupiter to the left as you would look at it in the night sky at the moment. Saturn is slightly dimmer than Jupiter. It's a little bit further away, so Jupiter's a lot brighter. Saturn's looking quite dim at the moment, actually, from observing it over the past few nights. But as I say, as the nights go on, you won't be able to separate them apart as it gets closer to the 21st. It's just like a super bright star on the horizon.
Have you been able to take any pictures?
There's been a few. I've not myself. I haven't had my camera with me at the time. But there's a couple of pictures floating around on our web page, on our Facebook page. I might be able to send you over if you want to.
Yeah, would you be able to?
Yeah, of course I can.
Oh.
I know one of our members has been imaging it over the few nights because he's trying to show it actually coming together.
Yeah.
And the next guy over, he's going to do an image of it,
Alright.
a composite image of it all together. So,
Alright. So would it be alright if I was to use that in my article? If I was to use one of those?
yeah, of course you can. You can, any images on our Facebook page or anything like that, you're more than welcome to grab and use as much as you want.
Brilliant.
They're all put out there to be used socially and publicly anyway.
Yeah.
I will have a look for some decent, let's see if I can get you some better ones of the actual Jupiter and Saturn at the moment. I'm hopefully going to get some over the next few nights as well. When's your article going out tomorrow?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, usually it is. So, right. I'll see what I can do. I'll get something over to you before the end of the evening.
But that's all pretty